Let's look at some more examples of multiplying polynomials. For example, let's multiply x cubed plus 2x squared minus 5x plus 7 times 2x to the fourth plus 7x squared plus 3. So I have 4 terms times 3 terms. I'm going to have a total of 12 multiplications. So x cubed times 2x to the fourth is 2x to the seventh. X cubed times 7x squared is 7x to the fifth. So I'm leaving a space because I don't have an x to the sixth term, and I'm trying to line up my terms to make this easier for me to simplify later on. X cubed times 3 is 3x cubed. I'm leaving a space, an empty space for the x to the fourth terms. So now starting to multiply with 2x squared, I have 2x squared times 2x to the fourth is 4x to the sixth. And 2x squared times 7x squared is 14x to the fourth. And 2x squared times 3 is 6x squared. Now I'll multiply by the negative 5x. Negative 5x times 2x to the fourth is negative 10x to the fifth. Negative 5x times 7x squared is negative 35x cubed. Negative 5x times 3 is negative 15x. Okay, so now my last term to multiply by is 7. 7 times 2x to the fourth is 14x to the fourth. 7 times 7x squared is 49x squared. And 7 times 3 is 21. Now I'll combine my like terms, and they should be lining up underneath each other. My 2 times x to the seventh comes down. My 4 times x to the sixth comes down. For x to the fifth, I have 7 and negative 10, so I have negative 3x to the fifth. For x to the fourth, I have 14 and 14, so positive 28x to the fourth. For x cubed, I have 3 and negative 35, and those add to form negative 32x cubed. For x squared, I have 6 and 49, and those add to become 55x squared. My minus 15x comes down, plus 21. So my product is 2x to the seventh plus 4x to the sixth minus 3x to the fifth plus 28x to the fourth minus 32x cubed plus 55x squared minus 15x plus 21. Let's look at one more example. X squared minus 8x all raised to the fourth power. Now, there are a variety of ways I could do this. I could multiply x squared minus x squared minus 8x times x squared minus 8x, and then get that product, and then multiply it by x squared minus 8x again, and get that product, and then multiply it by x squared minus 8x one more time. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to break this in half so that it's x squared minus 8x quantity squared times x squared minus 8x quantity squared. I'm going to multiply each of those binomials. So I've got x squared minus 8x times x squared minus 8x. And my other one will be x squared minus 8x times x squared minus 8x. And I'll do x squared times x squared and get x to the fourth. X squared times negative 8x and get negative 8x cubed. Negative 8x times x squared is negative 8x cubed. Negative 8x times negative 8x is positive 64x squared. And I'll do the same thing over here. X squared times x squared is x to the fourth. X squared times negative 8x is negative 8x cubed. Negative 8x times x squared is negative 8x cubed. Negative 8x times negative 8x is positive 64x squared. And my red terms are together, and I'll multiply that simplification, that product, by what the orange parentheses simplifies to. So in the parentheses, I can combine my like terms, and I have x to the fourth minus 16x cubed plus 64x squared. And I have the same thing in orange parentheses, x to the fourth minus 16x cubed plus 64x squared. So now I'm multiplying a trinomial times a trinomial, and I'll have 3 times 3, 9 multiplications. So x to the fourth times x to the fourth is x to the eighth. X to the fourth times negative 16x cubed is negative 16x to the seventh. X to the fourth times 64x squared is 64x to the sixth. Negative 16x cubed times x to the fourth is negative 16x to the seventh. I'm lining up under my like terms. So negative 16x cubed times negative 16x cubed is positive 256x to the sixth. Negative 16x cubed times 64x squared is negative 1024x to the fifth. Okay, so final term that I'm multiplying through by 64x squared times x to the fourth is 64x to the sixth. 64x squared times negative 16x cubed is negative 1024x to the fifth. 64x squared times 64x squared is 4096x to the fourth. And now I'll combine my like terms. I have my x to the eighth. I have negative 32x to the seventh. I have 384x to the sixth minus 2048x to the fifth plus 4096x to the fourth. So my product is x to the eighth minus 32x to the seventh plus 384x to the sixth minus 2048x to the fifth plus 4096x to the fourth.